Hey, this is Metalhead Dan. I'm just making a new video today, and I wanted to share about my thoughts and views on new metal, deathcore, metalcore, and boy, a genre that's been talked about to death. Seriously, I'm not going to add anything new to it. It's not surprising, but I will give my views on how it, affected me as a metal fan and more into extreme metal. I will give props that actually helped me get into heavier music growing up. Been into metal for nearly 25 plus years. And I remember when new metal and metalcore were huge growing up. I remember new metal when bands like Korn and Limp Bizkit was everywhere. Linkin Park, same thing. And, I tried to listen to it and I liked it at one point, but I overall got really burnt out of it and I felt it was just, man, I want something heavier. Now, don't get me wrong, today, most new metal to me is aged horribly. It's aged like milk, and it's not very good. Exceptions like, I do like the first two Slipknot albums. I like the first two Static X albums. I do like some, like, a little bit of Evanescence still here and there, but in general, I just don't like it. I try to, it just comes off very corny and lame. And I don't know, like I said, I just not a big fan of that stuff. I remember in high school when metalcore got bigger. You got bands like Shadows Fall, Lamb of God, Killswitch Engage, God Forbid, and like bands like Hatebreed. They're kind of blowing up, and I remember, liking some of that stuff. I still like some of those bands, like Hatebreed's first few albums and Lamb of God. But I kind of by that point, by 2005, 2006, when I was like in my early 20s, I kind of got tired of that. I wanted something more heavier, went more into death metal route. With deathcore, I never jumped on that scene. I remember when it first got big with Job for a Cowboy, because from Arizona, they were being promoted big, heavy here. And when the Doom EP came out, which I thought was pretty decent, I liked it. It wasn't, I'd never heard something like that before. I thought it was pretty cool. Into the Machine, Knee Deep. And I remember that SpongeBob SquarePants AMV that came out with the song. I think it was Knee Deep, I believe. But it was just funny. I saw them a couple of times live when they were just starting out. And, it was cool to see them. But I never really got into that genre. I remember in college going up to North, I just remember kids talking about it. And I just was not into it. Now, that being said, I remember a few bands I didn't mind from deathcore. I did like Despise Icon, Carnifex, if you want to count Red Chord, for that matter. And I also like the Animosity band, currently underrated deathcore band, if you want to call them that. I thought those were really good bands. I thought they were good, but I wasn't like obsessed with them. And, kind of like why I made my video today, because I want to try to promote a deathcore band that I think is really good, that they're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I found a guy on YouTube. His name's Jim Marjorie. He does like some death core vocals and videos, and I've been following him for a while. And he had a band. I checked him out. It's like, why not? And they were really good. I was actually kind of surprised. It wasn't overblown. It sounded pretty good. It had some kind of death metal, but it had some deathcore stuff to it. His band Gravebirth. The album is All Light Will End. I listened to it and I really liked it. And they had also another EP called Decrepit, which is also really good too. So, I checked it out, and I'm always want to promote bands who don't have enough views or don't get enough love, and I think that band deserves a lot more recognition. And I really hope they get best of luck to them, and hopefully more people check them out after this video and give them a chance. I'm not the biggest deathcore fan, but I do make exceptions here and there, and I thought this band was really good. So Gravebirth, if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Really good stuff. And just want to share that here on this channel. And, there's a lot of other stuff. If you ever have comments or questions they want to ask, feel free to ask. I'm always open up to any suggestions or feedback or criticism. So, this is Metal Dad Dan signing out. Keep it metal.